This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Matt Macklin. We're here in Liverpool ahead of Jonas, Habazin tomorrow night, and Price Matthias. So, Matt, what do you think of tomorrow night's card?
I think it's a good, pretty solid card. I think the two world title fights between the girls are good matches. Obviously, people are looking past them a little bit, and they're looking to the Lauren Price, Natasha Jonas one, which is dangerous because both girls can fight. And if they underperform Price and Jonas, we could see upsets tomorrow. I don't think we will, because I don't think they're going to underperform. I think they both realise that they're in proper fights and they'll perform to the best of their abilities. Also on the card, Cutler and McKenna. It's hard not to mention that one because I think that could be the fight of the night. There's certainly needle there. I think Cutler will have to stand his ground and try and get McKenna's respect, but I don't think he's going to try and get dragged into an all-out slugfest. I think he's more of a boxer fighter than an out-and-out. He's not an out-and-out fighter, is he? Well, McKenna will definitely try and drag him into just a slugfest because he throws loads of punches. He's very aggressive, and he can keep the pace going as well. And of course, then as well, Mark Jeffers. He's knocking on a door for a shot at Callum Simpson. And what a fight that would be, actually. Mark Jeffers, may well be, and obviously Callum Simpson will think differently to this. But there's an argument that Jeffers is the best guy at 12 stone. He beat Zach Chelly, then Zach Chelly ends up becoming back British champion, fights Callum Simpson. So Simpson's the man in terms of he's British champion, but Jeffers certainly has got a claim there to say he's the best guy at 12 stone.
And Vidal Riley's back in action. Obviously that Isaac Chamberlain fight's pending. What do you think of that potential fight? Yeah,
brilliant fight. I think Chamberlain's obviously been at the higher level. He's been in deeper fights because Vidal Riley is younger, fresher, and he's the prospect on the way through, but that doesn't mean he can't hang there. I believe he definitely can, and I think he gets the job done tomorrow night, and I think he looks forward to a big year next year, Vidal Riley.
Next week, the big one, Usyk Fury 2. How excited are you to get out there, and what's your thoughts on the rematch?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I was looking forward to the first fight, both undefeated. We thought it would be a good fight, a close fight, a tough fight, but I think personally, myself, I'm looking forward to this one even more so because I think we're going to get at least as good a fight this time round. I think I really do. I think it'll pick up where the last one left off. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be an action-packed fight. I really do.
Billy Joe Saunders came out and said that he believes if Fury switched on and not showboating and messing around, that he can win this fight easily. Is it that straightforward, or do you think, is he capable of maybe winning easily?
I don't think he'll win easily. I don't think anyone would beat Oleksandr Usyk easily because he's you know what I mean. He's a tricky fighter. His fitness, the pace he fights at, his ability, his feet. I don't think you'll ever get an easy night against someone like Oleksandr Usyk. I mean, he's undefeated. He's undisputed in 2 weight divisions, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? He's, nobody's solved that puzzle yet. So, but it was a close fight, and Fury is very clever. He'll have analysed his own performance. He'll have looked at areas that he needs to improve on and where he can improve on. He'll have looked at. He'll be thinking back to the fight with Usyk, and I think, maybe I could have done this a bit better. Maybe I should have done a bit more of this. And it'll be fascinating to see tactically if there are any major adjustments. I don't think there will. I think he just thinks he'll probably need to do the same thing but do it a little bit better. You mentioned showboating. I think that in particular, early doors, I think probably needs to go, and I think it will go. I think, like I say, I think this fight will start where the last one finished off. I think it'll start quickly.
I spoke to Dillian White earlier, and he said Fury needs to approach the fight like he approached the Wilder 2 fight and Steve Cunningham, and just take the fight to Usyk. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I said that from the way back. I said I think next time in the rematch, I think Fury needs to. I thought he gave away the first 3 rounds. Now, whether he lost 2 of them or 3 of them, whatever, but I thought away he gave the beginning of the fight, Usyk won it, and I think Fury, some of that was to do with Fury electing to get onto the back foot and box, and it allowed Usyk to come forward and set the tone. I think next time, in this fight, if I was in Fury's corner, I would say go over there and be the boss from the first bell, take that centre of the ring and push him back.
And I know everyone loves comparing eras, and it's pretty difficult to do that, but if Usyk wins the rematch next week, more decisively than he won last time out, and then he's beaten Joshua twice. What he did at cruiserweight, like, where are you looking at him as an all-time great?
Well, he's got to be in that conversation, hasn't he? He has to be in that conversation to be an Olympic gold medalist, then to go and win all 4 belts and unify the cruiserweight division on the road, then to step up to heavyweight in your first fight win unified versions of the heavyweight titles against Anthony Joshua, and then to go on and unify the heavyweight division. I mean, what more can he do? There's nothing more he could have done, and he couldn't have done it in any better fashion. So he has to be in that conversation.
And then just on 2 fights, Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, obviously headlining February 22nd. How did you see the first fight, and what's your thoughts on the rematch?
So I had the first fight a draw. I had it 114, 6 rounds apiece. It was, again, an agonisingly close fight with, all the rounds. There were a couple of rounds. There were probably 4 rounds that Beterbiev definitely won. Probably 4 rounds that Bivol definitely won. And then there were 4 rounds which were probably painfully close, hard to score. And it depends what way you went on those. Would be what way you had the fight. Again, I think it's going to be another really close, hardly fought, competitive fight. I don't think there'll be a lot in it again.
And just lastly, to Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker. Obviously, Parker is in good form. Does he beat Dubois on February 22nd?
I don't know. I think this Joseph Parker is a better Joseph Parker than the Parker that was world champion that fought Anthony Joshua. I think Parker is in the form of his life. I think this is a peak Joseph Parker. But Dubois is a peak Dubois we've got now as well, because Dubois has always been a good fighter. He's always been able to punch, but I don't know if he's always had the belief in himself, or maybe didn't have the experience, the seasoning that he might have needed. He was a bit maybe green, but he's not now. He's had a couple of defeats. He's made adjustments, and he's the best Dubois that there's been. So I think that's a fascinating fight.
Brilliant. Well, Matt, appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow night here in Liverpool. Final word on the card, and what people should expect.
I think it's a great card. I think tune in early, because I think every fight's good. Even Vidal, he's in a fight that he should win, but be interesting to see him look good doing it, and it sets up a fight next year with himself and Isaac Chamberlain. So from the Mark Jeffers, the 2 girls, and of course Lee Cutler and McKenna could be fight of the night. So yeah, tune in early.
There you go, Sky Sports tomorrow night. Matt, appreciate your time.